What up, everybody? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and your boy Ricky Rick is back with another Ricky Talk. And today is a brand new day. Today is May 20th, 2022. In case you didn't know, now you know. Today, I want to talk to you guys about a character that I've been following since day one, coming from the Walking Dead universe, and that is Morgan Jones. Morgan Jones' character has been making some buzz this past weekend with the recent episode of Fear the Walking Dead called The Draft. Oh no, I'm sorry, not The Draft, The Raft. Um, Looks like Morgan Jones, a lot of people, from what they saw in the episode and what they got from the episode, feel that Morgan is leaving Fear the Walking Dead to return his way back to the main show, The Walking Dead, for the final chapter, for the final few episodes before they wrap up the series. And a part of me wants to believe that, a part of me would believe that, and I can understand why the fans would want that. Um, so when I started hearing the buzz, I think that was like the most obvious answer or thing to think about. And if it does happen, then I'll be thrilled. I'll be excited just like everyone else because I would love to see Rick come back. I would love to see Morgan come back just because they are the ones who started the show. And I feel like we wouldn't, well, not me, but I'm a fan of the universe. But what I'm saying when we wouldn't have this type of success is if it wasn't for Andrew Lincoln or Leenie James, who were the our introduction characters to this huge universe that has expanded to many more things to come. Um, for those who don't know, who haven't kept up with The Walking Dead is ending its final season this year when it comes back with its final 8 episodes, I believe it is. From there, we had announcements that the actress who plays Maggie in The Walking Dead and the actor um, who plays Negan will get will be getting their own spinoff called Maggie and Negan that will be taking place in New York. So we're gonna travel to a different part of the world and get to see a new environment and see what they do with that show. Also, it was announced that Daryl and Carol were supposed to have their own spin-off of their own, but the actress who plays Carol wants to take some time off, wants a little break. So they asked Daryl if he would want to do his own thing or go on a mission, as they phrased it, and he said yes. So it looks like Daryl's going to be going on a mission, and that mission takes place in Europe. And in a recent interview, um, the actor who plays Daryl said that some of our characters are lost, and he's on a mission to find those characters, and that he might run into one or two characters that we know. So a lot of people thinking that the Daryl spinoff is about him finding Rick, or going to find Rick. But when people say that, I think, okay, Daryl on a mission to find Rick. Even if Daryl goes by himself, that would be like Rick trying to rescue Daryl if somebody took Daryl. And one thing that I've seen from the show is that anytime our characters have been in trouble, the group comes together and they attack. Or Rick has always gone with a group ever since season one. Anytime any of our characters would get trapped, stuck, or be in danger, our group would gather and go help out that one character. So for Daryl to just be the only person to go on a mission to find Rick, not knowing how bad it is, because I'm pretty sure Daryl's a smart guy and knows that Rick can handle his own if he was to get into a situation like that. Um, so the fact that it's been years later in The Walking Dead, many, many years later, and for him not to come back, for him to leave his daughter behind, I'm pretty sure he must know that it's serious. Um, but I don't want to get off too off topic because I feel like I already have. I want to talk about Morgan Jones. Morgan Jones is one of my favorite characters in The Walking Dead. He's been a part of The Walking Dead since 2010. Like I said, he was the second character that we got to interact after Rick finds out the world that he's in. It's thanks to Morgan and his son who let Rick know that, hey, you're now in a apocalypse where there's walkers and zombies all over the place, and the world is not how you remember it after Rick wakes up from the coma. So, throughout the history, Morgan has been a part of season one, first episode, and then we never see Morgan again till season three, where he shows up for one episode, and then he starts coming back around in season five, becomes a regular in season six, and then between the season nine Walking Dead premiere and season four premiere for Fear, where they did this crossover where Morgan goes from The Walking Dead into Fear, uh, which was pretty sad because Morgan was one of my favorite characters. But I also was happy because we were going to see more of Morgan. And then we got Fear the Walking Dead. So he's been there since 2015. Um, so I wrote a couple things down. Where did Morgan go after the season 7, episode 14, the Raft episode? Because he got on a boat, he got on a raft with Baby Mobo to get away from a character who's a villain right now. To me, it kind of seemed kind of random for Morgan to leave because Morgan has always been a fighter, and we've seen what he can do. We've seen how many butts he's whipped, how many zombies killed. So for him to just leave, um, we know that Morgan likes to leave because he's left The Walking Dead. He's been on and off throughout the series. Then he went on to Fear. I wrote a couple answers that I had just like thinking about this question right away after I wrote it down. Number one, I think he might be gone for a couple episodes because I don't think there has been any reports that he's actually leaving Fear the Walking Dead. It might look like that in the series right now, um, but we still have another half for season 7 to go, and I don't think. Um, I'm sorry, I said it was episode 14, so this is the back half. I don't think um, there was any articles that said Morgan was leaving. Um, to my knowledge, I know Fear the Walking Dead got renewed for season 8, but like I said, I thought he might be gone for a couple episodes, might show up back again just in time for the finale. Second thing I wrote down might be making his way back to The Walking Dead because I do like that rumor, and I think it will be a smart thing to do to bring that character back. And if you're gonna wrap up the show, why not wrap it with Morgan and Rick and everybody who started the show, including our survivors towards the end. Number three, maybe he might get involved with another spinoff. Like I did mention earlier, that's the reason why I brought up Daryl. Um, the fact that he mentioned in a recent interview that he was going on a new mission taking place in Europe, and some of our characters are lost, and he might come across one or two of them. And I thought, Daryl and Morgan, a spinoff, that'd be awesome. I did also point it out and mention that I would, after they announced Daryl and Carol and Maggie and Ian, I would like to see a Gabriel and Aaron. I think they have a potential to do a good series or a spinoff, even if it's a one season. Um, I will watch that. Number three, um, like I said, and if it's not a Daryl spinoff, maybe he gets another spinoff where it's about him uh, and where he went. Maybe his own mission to find Rick, or gets involved with the CRM in some way. Might make his way to join Rick in the movies. So that's another possibility. So that's another thing that we got going on that we're supposed to be getting this. Grimes trilogy, Rick Grimes, um, and we all want to see Rick reunite with his family, his crew. Um, so one of the characters besides Daryl, I want to see Rick, reunite with Morgan. I think they have a special bond, and those characters have had a wonderful arc, and I just like seeing them on screen together. And the last thing that I'm going to mention here is where would I like to see Morgan Jones, the character, end up in The Walking Dead? I wrote down not dead. I don't want to see him die. I think he's been through a lot. He's done a lot, and I wouldn't want to see him dead unless he takes one for Rick in order for Rick to survive. Because between Morgan and Rick, who would I like to see remain alive? Rick. I would like to see him with Rick's group. Reunited with his family because in this final episode that we just had from Fear, he did mention that he left a group of people that he cared about behind and never set well with him. So I definitely would like to see him reunite with that group and with all those characters that we got to see him um, pretty much interact with. And the last thing that I wrote down were I would like to see him making it all the way to the end of this Walking Dead universe, whether it's the Rick Grimes movies or a spinoff or in the main show. I would like to see him end up happy with our group, with Rick. And yeah, Morgan Jones, that's what I have for you right now. My little update for the character. As always, it's your boy Ricky Rick. If I'm not making you laugh, not making you smile, I'm not keeping you sane, your boy Ricky Rick ain't doing his job, and you already know your boy Ricky Rick does his job. Until next time, guys, hopefully we get one of these things happen. Also, I do want to mention that Daryl did say that he might run into some characters, and nobody's mentioning the World Beyond characters. I'm just saying, I know a lot of people didn't like that show, but there are those characters who are still out there who maybe, just maybe, might end up showing up in a different show. So that's just me. Hate it or love it, I put it out there. Just want to say it because before someone else says it or before it happens, this video was where you heard it first. Your boy Ricky Rick, I'm out.